Hi, I'm Tracey Ferraro, Summer Fest Volunteer Coordinator for San Jose Jazz, and I'd like to welcome you to our volunteer orientation video. This video is important because generally over the course of 3 days of Summerfest there are 500 of you, and this is the best way to get the information everyone needs to you.
Hello everybody, I'm Brendan Rawson and I'm the Executive Director for San Jose Jazz. Thank you so much for being interested in helping us out as volunteers for this year's Summerfest, where this is a new little effort for us, given a try with creating a video introduction. It's a fun opportunity for us to give an overview and make it convenient for everybody to find out what's going on for this year's festival and how you're going to be able to engage with it. So a lot of folks might have volunteered with us in years past, so welcome back. We really appreciate your help. I know a lot of folks make it an annual tradition and we're very thankful for that. Folks, it might be your first year with the Summerfest, so welcome. You're going to have a lot of fun. It's a busy weekend and we can't be making this whole thing happen without you, so we're looking forward to your being here with us. I know a lot of folks also come to us from Kaiser Permanente, wonderful base of volunteers for us, so thank you everybody that's coming and helping out from Kaiser. It should be a great time and you get to work with folks you know. So I wanted to take just a couple of minutes to sort of update folks on what's been going on for San Jose Jazz for the past year. You know, the Summerfest, it certainly is our biggest activity, biggest event that we produce. And it's fundamentally, it's our largest fundraiser that helps support all of our year-round education work. So it's a key thing, and it's been a very busy year for San Jose Jazz. We really got out of the gates real fast this year. City of San Jose was one of the host organizations for the Super Bowl. We had the Carolina Panthers staying here at the Marriott Hotel, so the city had asked us if we could help program a week of music in Plaza de Cesar Chavez using our new San Jose Jazz boombox, which was one of our great new things that we started this year. It was a donated box truck that we got contributed to San Jose Jazz. We converted it into a mobile stage unit that rolls out to all sorts of parks and community centers and allows us to set up and make events happen. So we did that in Plaza de Cesar Chavez for 10 days of programming activity. It was a lot of fun. And right quickly into that, we spilled forward into our Winterfest, which had 2 weeks of outstanding programming. We had several sold-out shows: Regina Carter, Delfeo Marsalis, Schofield and Lovano. It was a great experience. We used a couple of new venues this year, up in Palo Alto at the Jewish Community Center and also at the Trianon Theater. So I know many of you had helped us out with volunteering at Winterfest, so thank you so much for doing that, and thank you for being a part of this year's Summerfest activity. If folks want to think ahead, our Winterfest next year will be February 16 to 26. It's again a lot of fun to be involved with. We have a few folks actually already lined up. We have Roy Ayers will be part of Winterfest this year, so we're excited about that. We also have the Villalobos brothers, who were a big hit at last year's Summerfest. We wanted to bring them back for our Winterfest. So we're in the midst of booking all of that, so stay tuned for a lot of exciting acts that'll be coming up. It was also a really busy year for us, as I said, on the education front. Our progressions program in the Franklin McKinley School District, the 3 school sites that we're at there, we are working 4 days a week after school activity that has been a great project for us. We've been the only arts organization that is part of the Mayor's Gang Prevention Task Force, and we've been very active with that project and working with the school district for the past year. We've also had a couple of great summer camps this year. We just finished our high school summer camp, and we're right now just finishing up our progressions camp, which is again for our 4th through 6th graders. So a couple hundred kids across those 2 programs, many of them on scholarship that we were able to fund because of things of like the summer festival. So we also had a lot of fun this year. Our high school all-star band, they had a wonderful experience. They were selected to perform this year at the Monterey Next Gen Jazz Festival, very prestigious event. We have applied for several years, and this was our first year getting the All-Stars invited, and they really represented San Jose very well. We were very proud of them and their participation. So a lot of great, exciting developments continuing to happen with our high school All-Star Band. And you might be able to catch them. They'll be performing a couple of times at Summer Fest. So take a look at the schedule, see if you might be able to see them when you're not on one of your shifts. So a couple other things I had wanted to mention about this year's Summer Festival. We have a couple of new stages and some other new activities that'll be happening. We are going to be having a new stage at a venue called the Jade Leaf Lounge. It's directly across from St. Joseph's Basilica at the intersection of Market and San Fernando. There'll be programming in there all 3 nights of the festival. It might be an assignment that you're at. We're also going to be expanding our Jazz Beyond stream of programming that we do. It's been a really exciting realm, bringing in a lot of young, adventurous artists. We're going to be doing our Jazz Beyond activity on Friday night on San Fernando Street. You might be familiar with it. It's where we do our big salsa stage. The salsa activity will be happening on Saturday and Sunday, all day, each day into the night. But on Friday night on San Fernando Street, we're going to do the Jazz Beyond activity, which will involve a couple of artists, Adrian Young, great neo-soul artist out of Los Angeles, and Red Barat, which is a really fun Brooklyn-based band that combines both Indian Barat wedding music with New Orleans brass. Really fun, a lot of percussion, a lot of brass, great dance band. And then on Saturday night, our Jazz Beyond activity will be on the Next Gen stage. If you might have noticed it, it's up in the area with our sort of concentration of 3 stages along Post and Lightston. We have our New Orleans Big Easy stage, our blues stage, and during the daytime, our Next Gen stage, which happens on Post at San Pedro Street. And in the evening on Saturday, that'll change into our Jazz Beyond stage. So those are a couple of the new things. We also have a couple of new different activities that we're add to the mix each year. We have a film screening this year. We're going to be screening a great film called Song of Lahore. It's a very fascinating documentary about a band from Lahore, Pakistan that comes to perform at Lincoln Center with Wynton Marsalis and their experience. That'll be screened on Saturday afternoon. We're adding a very interesting project to our family zone area. The south end of the park is activated as a combination of participatory things that families can be involved with. We'll have our boombox stage back there. And we're going to have this new project which is called the Musical Swings. It's an 8-week-long installation that it's basically a giant swing set, and when you sit on it and you swing, it forms musical notes. And when you swing in coordination with the person next to you, you form harmony. And each different swing has say it might be the sound of a bass or a guitar or a piano. And so it forms a really interesting musical experience. So hopefully you have a chance to get over there and try it out yourself during the weekend. Or it'll be continuing for 8 weeks, so you have plenty of opportunity to come back downtown and give it a shot. Some of the other things for the fest this year to be aware of, I know we'll touch on it, Tracey will touch on it. Our operations center will be at the old Greyhound station located at Almaden Avenue in San Fernando. That's going to be a construction site for another new tower going up in downtown. But this year we have it as our operations center. That's where you'll be checking in and getting your assignment, getting all the details for your help with us for the weekend. So there'll be that. And we'll also be doing all of our activity on South First Street again, California Theater, Cafe Stritch. We'll have some busker activity going on First Street. So we'll be kind of spread out through the whole downtown. Your assignment will be assigned. I would just suggest good shoes, comfortable, bring some sunscreen. I think we'll have some sunscreen and things in the operations center for you, but we're looking forward to having your help with us for the weekend. It's going to be a great time, a lot of wonderful music, and thank you so much for helping us out. Have a great weekend.
This year's Volunteer Center staff is Bhavesh Shah. He's in charge of beverage sales. If you work beer or wine over the weekend, you'll be seeing quite a bit of him. Cass Langer is in charge of special events. And Shar Devich is in charge of volunteer center operations. We also have Francis Salamanca, who is the info team lead. We have a new volunteer coordination center this year too. It's the old Greyhound station at 70 Almaden Avenue. It's more central to all the stages, and volunteer check-in will be at the ticket counter. So, getting to the festival. There's no free parking this year. We highly recommend taking public transportation. So here's this year's stage updates. There's no salsa stage on Friday. It's the Jazz Beyond stage instead. Cutting edge jazz, very cool. There's a new stage this year too called the Jake Leaf Lounge. It's on Market Street near San Fernando. And there are 3 free stages. The swing stage is free this year. Gordon Biersch and Next Gen. The volunteer handbook is on the Summerfest website. I will send you the link in the volunteer e-orientation you receive a week or so before the festival. If you are an admissions volunteer, we will train you on the iTouch software when you report to your first shift. So here are your volunteer benefits. General admission to the fest, the days that you work. A super cool t-shirt. Look at this, it's so awesome. You can wear it year round. You also get beverage tickets. And if you work 2 shifts in one day, you receive a box lunch from fest sponsor Poorhouse Bistro. They will have vegetarian options available. Yum. Now for the legal stuff. We will ask you to sign a waiver of liability and a code of conduct when you check in. I will email all minors a copy. Please print it, have your parent or guardian sign it, and bring it with you prior to the festival. That's it. That's our video orientation. Thank you so much. I look forward to seeing all of you at the fest.